It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And scout folks believe that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
The numbers for Jackson in last week's game, 16 carries, 87 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And they'll get this down only to about the 46. You look at this defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's good. For a first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. So this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there? Yeah. 2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And he'll get it cut near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run again with Jackson. Oh, heck of a move. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Inside the 10. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 11. He's got this one to Hutchinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build up the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 9 now. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 21 yards there on third down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Field to the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. He'll drop to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 34-yard line.
Off the RPO, he completes it.
It's a gain of 8. That's another 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Visitors 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Working to put a drive together. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. And he is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st down.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Result is a first down.
Way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Here's Rivers. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd and 9 here. Back to throw here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. 51 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
Brings up second and 3.
Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down. As he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. He'll try to pick it up himself. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll turn the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group's seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he's got it complete to Anderson. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. He's been tight end. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. Results in a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up tackle him.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another first down. A gain of 9 yards. And a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The hitter here, it's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, there was nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance a little bit.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
At the 3-yard line. A 4-yard gain. Brings up second and goal.
Second and 3. This is caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, I give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Visitors 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to.
Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So what a turnaround to begin this second half. A touchdown and then the fumble recovery in quick succession.
It certainly feels like whatever was said at the half, it certainly struck the right chord because they've come out with a lot more fire here in this third quarter. Down 2 scores at the half. Now they're right back in this thing with a chance to capitalize right here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Our home team, 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. And this one's incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so it makes a nice gain out of the play, but looked like it was in trouble.
And this time not quite to the 30. Will be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. Inside, it's Jackson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yannick Ngakoue, just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll set up a throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Results in a first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
First down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
Result is a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and
oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
First and 10.
And again, here comes Jackson. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6.
Now back to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that went off the mark. A little late with a throw.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would... Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Big strides, look at him go. And he takes it all the way down to the 22.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here we go on second and 12. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rushers.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does. And now you give your team a more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Fights through and now warning. Now a give, it's Jackson. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Oh, he's got that wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
A 6-yard gain brings up third.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't...
Zone, the 2-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Back to throw now on first down. This is Anderson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
22 yards.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. He's got this one to Hutchinson. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They run with Rivers, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Here we go, first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now the first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
It's a gain of 1 yard.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.